Hello, this is a gentle lower body stretch. So if you were one of the wonderful humans at Mindful Movement Workshop yesterday, we had a proper dance party and my calves and my hips are definitely feeling it. So just wanted to do a little something for recovery. So here we go. Make sure that you have plenty of water and that you're drinking plenty of water. And we're going to start out just laying down on our mats. And we're just going to take a breath to settle down before we start moving. So inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. You're going to go ahead and draw your right knee into your chest. And just rotate your ankle towards the outside and make sure you're flexing and pointing that foot as you do this. And then go ahead and switch directions. And from here, you're going to grab your right knee with the right hand and you're just going to bring it out to the side. So like you're trying to bring that right knee into your armpit. Let the left hand drop to the stomach. And just feel this different stretch in the back of those hamstrings. And we can go ahead and bring that knee in. We're just going to rock it a little bit, side to side. And from here, just place both hands interlaced on the back of your thigh. And we're going to extend that right leg up. Doesn't have to be straight. Mine certainly is not. Can be a little bit bent, but just make sure the right foot is flexed and so is the left foot. That's going to give you some extra stretch in your calves. And just breathe through this. And go ahead and bend your left leg, keeping that left foot on the ground. We're going to cross the right leg over, so right ankle comes to left knee. We'll lift both legs up and off the ground, reaching both hands through, pulling that left leg towards us. Hands are interlaced behind the left thigh. And again, continuing to breathe through each of these stretches. Go ahead and release both legs down. We're just going to cross the right leg all the way over the left leg. And that right foot is still flexed. You can actually let it relax a little bit. Bring the arms to cactus arms, goalpost arms, whatever you want to call them. And let both knees fall to the right side. And if it feels good for you, look over that left shoulder, settling into a nice twist. And coming back up to center, go ahead and put either foot on the width of your mat and bring both hands to the stomach. Let the knees knock together, and we're just going to windshield wiper those legs, finding some release in the lower back here. All right, and go ahead and extend both legs back out. Feet are flexed. And bring that left knee into the chest. Rotate that ankle towards the outside, flexing at the top, pointing at the bottom of that circle. You should feel that in your calves, especially if they're sore. And reverse that circle. All right, we're going to drop the right hand to the stomach And just rotate this leg out. Use the left hand to bring the left knee out to the side like you're trying to reach that left knee for the left armpit. Feeling a different kind of stretch here. And go ahead and let that knee rock back and forth just slowly. And again, we'll bring both hands to lock behind that left knee. We're going to extend that leg up. Both feet are flexed. Again, if your knee is a little bit bent, that's okay. Don't force your body in this. This is a gentle stretch, so just find enough of a stretch here that you're actually elongating these muscles. Making sure the rest of our body is relaxed as well. I was a little tensed in my shoulders, so I just released them. I'm going to bend that right knee and bring the right foot to the floor. Cross that left ankle over the right knee, reaching through that right leg, pulling that right hamstring towards you. Both legs coming towards you, breathing through this pose. Both feet are flexed. And releasing both legs down. Bringing the feet to the width of your mat. Hands come to the stomach. Knees knocked together. We're just windshield wipering. Windshield wipering? I guess it's, you get it. Just knocking the knees back and forth. Oh, the twist on that side. My bad. So left knee crossed over. Cross that knee all the way over. Bring the arms to cactus arms and let those legs fall to the left. Looking over the right shoulder. Feet can be relaxed here. And bring the legs back up to center. Again, we're going to bring our feet a little bit wide, so about hip width distance. And just settle in. And we're going to come into a bridge. So on your next inhale, just lift those hips off the ground. We're going to tuck our shoulder blades underneath our shoulders so that we can get a little bit more height here. Hands should be facing the ground. Palms should be facing the ground. Fingers wide. Big inhale. And exhale, come down out of this bridge. And just naturally let the knees come into the chest. Knees should remain hip width distance apart. You can kind of play with rotating your ankles here. You can rock side to side. We're going to reach between our knees and around our calves to grab the arches of our feet for happy baby. So find as much kind of expansion here as you can. So you can extend each leg out, but basically you're just going to rock back and forth. Should really feel this through the back of your legs. Should also feel nice on the spine to rock a little bit here. Feel it in the hips. And go ahead and bring your knees back into your chest. And we're just going to find a rock back and forth. Starting slowly. And just letting that rock get a little bit bigger. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, coming forward. Find a little balance here. And one more time. And just let the legs cross naturally. And we're just going to walk our hands forward, keeping the back straight at first, the spine straight at first, and then just letting the head fall and finding a rounded back here. And when you're ready, go ahead and switch the leg that's in front and come back down at first, keeping the spine straight, and then letting the weight of the head collapse around your back. And coming back up, we're going to come into a butterfly pose. So the soles of your feet should touch and just rock a little bit here, get comfortable. And when you're ready, find some stillness. And you're just you can place your thumb just right in the middle of this arch here. If you want a nice foot massage, go ahead and go for that. And then just slowly, we're going to come down, again, keeping the spine straight and letting those elbows just naturally come to the legs, opening that stance a little bit more, finding a nice stretch in our hips, breathing through this pose. Okay, we're going to come into a nice staff pose. So extending the legs in front of you, we should be about shoulders width distance here. Both feet are flexed, keeping the back straight. And if this is all you got, that is perfectly wonderful. If you want to start walking the hands down as we keep our spine straight, you can do that. Feeling that nice stretch in the back, the entire back of the legs. You can also bend a little bit here if that's helpful to you. And on your next exhale, we're just going to go ahead and come forward again, letting that head drop, rounding the back. On your next exhale, make your way up. The hands are going to come behind you. Fingertips are facing your feet. We're going to plant the feet, maintaining that shoulder width distance. And on our next inhale, we're just going to push up, reverse tabletop. And exhale, bring it down. And straighten the legs. Inhale. And exhale, coming down. Exhale, coming back up. Bending the knees. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. Straightening the knees. Inhale. Bring it forward on the exhale. One more time. And coming up. I'm going to take off my socks. If you would like to do the same, because we're going to get to standing, and it's just nice to feel the feet on the floor, on the earth. So, however you want to get there, just go ahead and get to tabletop position. And we'll just be here briefly, but just take a minute to find some movement. If that's rocking side to side, if that's kind of making some circles in either direction, whatever feels nice to you, whatever feels necessary for that lower body. And we'll push back into a child's pose. Our next inhale, we're going to come through, coming to an up dog. Knees can be off the ground or on the ground. This doesn't have to be too technical. It's just stretching out these hips and pushing back on the exhale. Inhale, coming through. Exhale, coming back. One more time. Inhale, coming through. Exhale, coming back to child's pose. Inhale, coming to your tabletop. Exhale, pushing up into downward dog. You should really feel this, the back of the legs. Getting a nice stretch in the calves again. And pedal your feet, move your hips, do whatever you need to do here. And find a little bit of stillness. Try to dig those heels into the ground or get as close as possible. Your next exhale, go ahead and walk your feet forward to your hands. We'll meet at the top of the mat. You can bend your knees here pretty generously and grab for opposing elbows and just find a nice swing. Find some comfort in this movement. Inhale, we're coming halfway up. Exhale, release. Keep the legs straight on this forward fold, as straight as possible. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing thumbs to third eye and heart. And bringing the hands to the hips. Adjusting a little bit. Adjusting your pants maybe. We're going to step the right leg back just slightly. So this is a parallel fourth position for anyone that's a dancer. We're going to keep our back straight, our head up, and just bend both knees. Now, it's only a slight bend. This is as far as I can go, but you want to make sure that this butt, tailbone's still tucked under. And this should feel great in the right calf. We're just going to lean forward onto that left knee. So the left knee is still bent. Our right knee should be straight, leaning slightly forward. Spine is in one straight line from tail to the top of your head. And we'll reverse that. So we're going to straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. We're going to walk our hands down that left leg. If you can, plant your fingertips and flex the left foot. If you can't make it down to the floor, wherever you need to be is fine, but flex that left foot as much as you can. Again, spine is in a line from your tailbone to the crown of your head. On your next exhale, come into a nice forward fold, knees bent. I'm going to step that right leg back to a high lunge, very quickly dropping down, dropping the right knee, bringing the hands to the left knee, and just leaning into that right hip. Just finding a nice stretch through here. And then go ahead and push that back. We're going to come into another stretch, flexing the left foot. Left leg is straight. And again, walking the hands down, bringing the fingertips to the earth or the whole hand to the earth if that's in your practice today. Feeling a nice stretch up the back of the leg. And pushing back forward into a lunge. Coming up onto the ball of that right foot, leaning back, stepping forward, back into a forward fold, halfway lift on the inhale, and exhale down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, thumbs to third eye and heart. Hands come to the hips or to the waist, whatever feels comfortable for you. Stepping that left leg slightly back, bending both knees, keeping the tailbone tucked underneath you. Feeling a nice stretch in the left calf right here. Breathing. And lead forward into that right knee, straightening the left leg, keeping that spine in a straight line, hinging slightly forward in your upper body. And switching, straightening that right leg, bending the right knee, walking the hands down the leg, fingertips on the ground, and flexing that right foot. Trying to keep that back straight. And pushing into a forward fold. And bringing that left leg back, coming into a lunge, dropping the left knee. Both hands come to the right knee, and really leaning into that left hip, making sure that our knee never goes over our toes here. Feeling the stretch in the right hip all the way down to the right knee. Pointing that back foot. Big inhale. Exhale. Push back onto that right leg, left leg. Let the right foot flex, walking the hands down the leg, bringing the fingertips of the whole hands to the floor, flexing the right foot, keeping that back as straight as possible. And pushing forward back into your lunge, rocking back, coming forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, thumbs to third eye and the heart, reaching up on the inhale. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back down. We're going to step the right foot back, left foot back. We're in a nice high plank. Just go ahead and drop the knees down. Sink back into child's pose for a moment. Bring focus to that third eye, right in the center of your forehead. As you press it into the mat, notice how your body feels different from when we started. Bringing awareness to the body, having gratitude for the body. I'm going to take a big inhale. Exhale through the mouth. And walking the hands up. Bringing the knees together. And that's it. If you'd like to take a minute just in meditation or to take a few breaths, that is totally up to you. Hope this was helpful.